In the Escape From Tarkov Alpha, kills come slow, and that's an important part of its recipe for great gunfights. The hardcore first-person shooter is shaping up to be a tense and entertaining experience with some awesome mechanics to boot. These are the 4 things under the hood that you should definitely know about Escape From Tarkov. Number 1, the loot bleed. Players start with a stash of gear, currently a one-time purchase for real money, and then they build and equip a loadout before each mission. But there's a catch. If the player dies, their equipment is gone. This is currently mitigated by a safe box called a gamma container. It's in the player's inventory, and this is where a small amount of loot can be retained on death. The one we were given for this preview had just enough space for a pistol and some valuable items. And if you're playing the alpha, make sure you stash items in that don't lose box. You can get dangerously low on gear to the point where you no longer stand a chance. We saw this manifest in a number of matches with bare bones players at the start of each round. They'd all go to the same storage yard and fight over the same weapons. And that's before the main mission even started. An offline mode can currently be used for gear farming, so go there if you've run out and can't compete. You can also visit a number of specialized vendors to buy and sell loot, guns, backpacks, or some of that delectable condensed milk. Number 2, the gun gamble. Escape From Tarkov's tense gunfights and lulls between them are nail-biting, but you don't necessarily want to bring your best gun to every fight. Some rounds you may want to rebuild your arsenal and only gamble losing a pistol when you die. Selling gun attachments for night vision goggles, meds, water, or keys could also be a much more prosperous bet. And if you think your luck's about to run out, you may want to stash valuable ammo in your safe box as quickly as you can. The chance of losing a great gun adds tension and player investment to each round and really makes you care about every moment. Number 3, the fun in the details. One of our favorite moments from the alpha so far was running around the factory trying to figure out why a light was chasing us. We honestly thought it was a bug until we realized we had scavenged a flashlight from a body and didn't turn it off. That could have gone badly. These details also manifest in gunfights with great ballistics, convincing glass on optics, different ammo types, and the ability to unload and reload bullets from magazines. Checking your chamber for a round even reduces the chances of your weapon jamming. Number 4, the tactics. The most developed mission so far is the customs level. Players start in the same area and can either shoot it out or work together. Honestly though, they usually just shoot it out. And that's just the beginning. Smart players avoid the first clash and then purposely trail a group of players in the hopes that they clear their way to the exit. Or they go ahead and set up ambushes to score better gear. Side areas filled with the potential for rare loot are also present, but you'll need to grab keys from the vendors to get to them. The pacing of this raid feels good, and the game understands that confrontations have a lot more tension when they're spaced out and unpredictable. It's too early to tell how the final build of Tarkov will shape up with just the 3 missions available in its alpha. Ultimately, balancing the loot bleed will make or break this experience. With players able to pay real money for a larger secure container, there's a risk of loot-rich players having an unfair advantage, or worse, people falling off the loot ladder and walking away. The tactical aspects of Tarkov are a lot of fun, and the risk-reward tension of building and losing loadouts is great at getting you invested in staying alive. We'll keep playing as things progress, so stay tuned to GameSpot to keep up on all of our Escape From Tarkov coverage.